Alright, so this is LEGO set 71755, Temple of the Endless Sea, released in 2021 for $100 with 7 minifigures and 1,060 pieces. So, let's stop talking and get right into the box. And here's the box and LEGO Ninjago logo on the left here with Water Serpent we'll talk about later. Beautiful picture of the set. Nia up in the top right. Information about the set down this way with all 7 minifigures included there. On the top here you can see all the names for the minifigures, which we'll all look at in detail later, including one of the amulets there. And on the back here you can see another picture of the set, and it's just going over all the play features, which again we'll look at later. Before we talk about the minifigures, there are 2 instruction books here. One just covers the whole serpent and the other is for the temple. The first minifigure we're going to look at is Scuba Kai. Now he did come with 2 flippers that I had to take off to fit him on the stand here. He also comes with this gun that we've seen before with the gold machete piece on there as like a harpoon gun. And we can't forget Kai always comes with a sword. And I really like this Scuba Kai. I love the torso detailing. The helmet is really cool. The legs, very cool. Also, no arm printing. And he does have an oxygen tank that fits onto his neck and his hips. If we take off the scuba gear, you can see it's just one big rubber piece. And you can see his angry expression there. Turning him around, you can see the back printing and his more happy expression. Second minifigure we want to look at is NRG Nia. And as you can see, there's a lot going on here with this gorgeous water piece down here, which just connects just like that, where you stick her legs in. She has this back accessory where the water comes out looking amazing, but I think we have to take all this off to look at the actual minifigure. And here's Nia just without all of her water powers. She does come with these 2 Power Blast pieces in trans blue. The hair piece is also trans blue, and so is her right arm. I think that's very cool. I love how the water goes all the way up her legs, to her hips, to her torso, and just flows together perfectly. No arm printing or side leg printing, but I think that's okay because we get this amazing power pieces, I guess. There's a little bit of back printing, and again, arm is trans blue, and so is this hair piece, which looks very cool. And there's no second expression, unfortunately, but you know, that's okay. And one more thing about this fully powered NRG Nia, you can take all of these water pieces here and pose them however you want, because they are just on clips that connect to the back piece there. So you can make it look however you want. This is Prince Benthomar. I think I said that right, and that's what it says on the box, so that's what I'm gonna read. And I really like this figure. I like all the scaly detailing. He does come with this spear in all gold. I think that's really cool. Hairpiece we've seen before. I like the face. Kind of looks like Zane, if I'm honest. Moving down the torso, you can see he has little armor on, but none that we can remove. No arm printing, and you can see there he has a clip, so we can take his weapon and put it on his back, just like that. But if we remove everything, you can see his angry expression on the back here, and that the armor continues and connects with that little gold thing there, which I really like that they included. Just adds more detail. And here we have Gluttonous. You can see this is a crazy minifigure, so we're just going to cover this magnifying glass first, which does actually work if you really want to use it as a magnifying glass. But I don't even know where to start. Guess with the spider legs. They're definitely spider legs. Under here, you can see there's a little clear dome piece. It just connects into the figure. It doesn't actually have any like real minifigure legs, so I don't know if we can count it as a minifigure, but anyway, the torso printing there looks very, very cool. I like that. I like his gold arm, and I like the specially molded head. Moving towards the back, if I can make him stand straight, he has a lantern piece that has a couple of 1x1 studs in there with a crystal that you can move. I'm not sure why you would, but you can if you really want to. And here we have 2 of the Murray Guard minifigures, so we're only going to cover 1. But as you can see, they do have the flippers again in teal, and I did have to take them off to fit them on the stand. But anyway, again with the specially molded head, gold shoulder armor this time. It does have a dagger here, which looks really cool. I like this dragon hilt piece that we've seen in gold many times, but here we see it in black, which is really cool. He has teal hands, which I like. You can see a little shine to his torso printing there. A little hip printing, a little bit of leg printing, which looks pretty cool. No arm printing. It does have a little back printing, which I can show you here. Oh, there you go. There's his full back printing. I'm not sure how I feel about the eyes here in the back, but it does have a little shine to it again. And no arm printing on that side either. And last but not least, here is Prince Calamar. I really like his trident that they included here, but if you look closely, the golds actually aren't the same. If it focuses, the handle is a little more dull than the trident and this spiky piece back here. But if you look at it from a distance, it's not too bad when he's holding it. Oh, there you go. You could actually really see it there. See how they're different colors? Yeah. But anyway, moving on to the figure itself. Getting into the actual minifigure, you can see a specially molded head, which looks gorgeous with all that teal coloring. Add a little color for the eyes too, but it's mostly purple, but it looks amazing. Little shoulder armor. Sorry about that. A teal coloring and a little bit of shine to the gold there on the torso and his legs. No arm printing, but he does have back printing, which looks pretty cool. And this is just gorgeous. I love these legs. I love the specially molded head. Oh my god, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous figure. But before we get on to the actual set, this is probably important. This is a Stingray, and I really like it. All the printing here, you can see all the different colors. They use the red, the dark blue, the light blue. I think it looks very, very cool. And finally, getting into the actual builds, this is Kai's submarine, like a little ship here that he used to go underwater. There's a sticker here. Towards the back, you can see this propeller it uses to travel underwater. The same sticker there, more machete pieces. You have this special windshield piece that looks really cool, dual molded in gold and trans blue, that we can open up and we can have Kai sit inside just like that. But unfortunately, he can't hold any of his weapons because even now, I'm not sure if I put him in wrong, but he barely fits. You can see thing barely doesn't close, which is a little unfortunate, but you can still, you know, move the submarine around without breaking. And the first part of the actual build is Warsha, the sea serpent, and this is just gorgeous. I love how it curves up like that. I love the storm amulet that you can attach there. But first we're going to look at this head here. This is two specially molded pieces. You open it up, you can see her tongue there, which, you know, definitely Lego tongue. There is printing on both sides for her eyes, which I think look really cool. There's a sticker there with a few gold pieces that just leads us to these coral pieces, which work as the ears, maybe. A couple stickers here on both sides of her neck. Moving down, you can see more scaly stickers there and there. Two wing pieces here that connect a Technic axle on both sides. The amulet there once again, right in the middle of her chest. Moving down to her tail, you can see there's another sticker. More gold pieces just to make up a little more detailing. More stickers, which are okay. And two more of these fin pieces that we can easily move around because they're connected by a ball joint. Same with that too. But most importantly, we cannot forget that these two pieces are specially molded, which we will talk about at the end. Alright, so here finally is the water temple, and I love all the colors. I love the black, the gold, and that teal color. So let's start over here at the left. Now, the set is kind of modular, so all of them are connected by clips. So you can just very easily pull off any part you want and reconnect it to any part of it. Starting off in the front here, you can see two more of these pieces we used for Nia earlier. A seashell there on the left. A few rocks just to make up more detailing. Flipping it around, they do use these two bazooka pieces in teal, which look very cool. A sticker there on a 2x4 tile, which is supposed to represent floor detailing, but I think it would be better if they covered this whole thing in dark glue tile, just to give it a little more effect. On this table here, you can see there's two cups and possibly maybe a liquor bottle that has been emptied into the cups, but it's Lego, so it's not going to be liquor. And the second part of the set includes 2 chains that we can move any place we want. Seashell there, and enough space. There's enough space to very easily place our sea serpent from earlier. You can very easily just trap her in, just like that. Moving more towards the right, you can see more of these water pieces, 2 more of the teal bazookas, another trident, another seashell. Flipping it over, you can see a jail window there with one of the clips that we can connect to any part we want. A jail door, which we can just very easily open up and place any minifigure we want, without the weapons, of course. And we can try and place him in. See? Just like that, but we can close this up and very easily pop the door out using this play feature here. Moving up the tower, though, you can see a Nexonite's shield piece with a sticker on it. And this, another sticker. Sorry, I'm not sure what that piece is called. And there's a turret in here, which includes spring-loaded shooters, one of which can be included on the side, which I always like how they include storage for those. And there it is. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the color. It doesn't really match, but you know, they need to play features. And if we aim it away from our eyes, we can just very easily shoot it off. If I can do it with one hand. Just like that. And our last little module before the temple itself is a seashell with another Nexonite shield piece. You can open it up and see a pearl, which I really like. You can very easily open it like that, or with the Technic axle. And here is the beautiful temple itself. Starting out in the front, you may see 2 spikes, which we can pop out just like that, but we'll talk about that more when we get to the back. 6 ingot pieces make up the stairs, which are really cool. Now there are these pieces here. Down at the bottom, I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but they make up a very cool support for the gold pillars here. And there's a gold path with 1x1 studs and more ingot pieces. Moving on inside the build, you can see this here. This is wave amulet here, and connected by a 1x1 clip and a little disc shooter that we can very easily shoot off with one hand. It doesn't really work well, but you know, it's still a play feature. And it's just connected by 2x2 jumper plates, which gives you guys a little more access to see this play feature where you can just push this in and the spikes on the other side will come out. On this side here, there's a little marble statue of somebody with a beard staring at the wall. Making our way up, you can see there are 2 stickers on both sides of the pillars. Another sticker there for that scroll, and maybe that's one of the amulets, or possibly the sea serpent we covered earlier. On the other side, you can see a gem and a 1x1 clear cylinder and an ice cream piece. On this balcony, a couple of lights there, and a fish, which we all know what that looks like. But moving on from the balcony, you can see this here, which includes a whole lot of gold pieces to make up this shade, I guess. 2 more trident pieces there, which we could move if you really wanted to, but I guess you're not technically supposed to. Sensei Wu's hat there as a gold centerpiece, and our final sticker there for the very, very top of the water temple. Now that's really all I have to say about this set. I think it was really good, a very beautiful set. I love all the colors. All the play features are really cool, except for the one in the temple that didn't really work, but that's beside the point. I like the 2 amulets. I like the molds for them. I love the colors. Minifigures are very, very cool. Man, this is a good set. But one thing that I don't like about the set are the 2 molds for the water serpent, only because we've only seen them now, and I really wish we saw them somewhere else. Like when the Overlord turned into a dragon, we could get that as a Lego set. It'd be very cool. Or literally anything else. I just want to see those molds again, maybe recolored. It can look very, very cool. But this set was amazing. I love building it. The stickers don't really bother me because it's a 9+ set, so not a huge deal about those. Man, what should I give the set? I'm gonna give this set a solid 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for this set. I love it. It's gorgeous. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. If you guys like the set, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about it. Hit like, subscribe. You know what to do.